the seller and the buyer. So ethics is the most important feature of the advertising industry. Thus, it is a very relevant topic nowadays. Regarding our resource person, our faculty member, Manasam is already told you that Dr. C.V. Lolitha is working as assistant professor in School of Management Studies, Dr. John Mathai Center, Thrissur. She completed her MBA with a dual specialization in financial management and HR management from Calicut University. She was awarded PhD in management from Calicut University in 2019. She has published research papers in reputed journals and presented papers in both national and international conferences. On behalf of Department of Management, I welcome you to the webinar and inviting you for the presentation. I once again welcome you all to the webinar. Thank you. Over to ma'am, please.
Thank you, all of you. I respected head of the department, Rajmohan sir, faculty coordinator Ms. Mathai, dear students, a warm good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to congratulate and thank the Department of Management for hosting and providing the opportunity to be a research person for this webinar. I would also like to thank inviting me for the same and the dear young mind who is keenly looking forward for gaining knowledge in spite of pandemic. So without wasting time, we'll move on to the topic for today. I hope the slide is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the topic for today is advertising ethics. Just like the introduction is being given by the head of the department, it involves two keywords, which is advertisement and ethics. So first we'll look at what is advertisement, right? It is just like a public notice or announcement which is provided for mass communication for promoting a product, service, event or publicizing a job vacancy. So on the perspective of marketing, it is like a marketing communication which is an openly sponsored, non-personal message to promote or sell a product, service or an idea. We have different types of advertisements. Just giving you a brief idea about what are the different types of advertisement. First in the category is the newspaper advertisement. Right? The printed ads which is run over the local, national and daily news publications on the newspapers. Basically national newspaper, regional newspaper or the local newspapers in the form of classifieds or front page advertisements. That is newspaper advertisement.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Second category is the
yes? Ma'am, your slide is not visible.
Voice is not audible?
Your slide is not visible.
Slide is not visible. Okay. Is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
What about now?
Now it's okay, ma'am.
Okay, now it is okay. Please proceed, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, so first of all, I mentioned regarding the newspaper advertisement, the form of advertisement. The second category is magazine advertisement, which is being published in local, national magazines on daily, weekly, or magazines. The third category of advertisement is the directory ad. That is the telephone directory. I don't know whether it is available now, but earlier we used to have telephone directories, which also been publishing with the advertisements for different products. Fourth category of advertisement is the outdoor advertisement. The outdoor advertisement is very, very visible nowadays, right? The billboard hoardings or the flexes or the walls which is being painted with the message of about the product or the service which is being provided. The big billboard hoardings is referred to as outdoor advertisement. Advertisement is being published on public transportation modes as metro trains or buses. Here we can see that the metro trains will be having a holder in which the advertisement is being shown, or on the outside of the KSRTC buses or public transportation buses, you'll be published with the advertisement, which is called as the transit advertisement. Sixth form of advertisement is the television commercials. Right? The types of advertisement commercial on basis of the timing. Advertisement is advertisement is you have different types and that form of advertisement is advertising.
The audio is not clear, ma'am. I think some network issue may be there.
Is it clear now, sir?
Not clear. Some interruptions.
Just a second.
Okay, ma'am, please proceed. It is in mute stage, I think so. Manasa miss.
Ma'am, please unmute your audio.
Hello. Is it audible now?
Yes, okay, ma'am. Please.
Okay. So next one is online advertising. So online advertising is the newest edition and the fastest growing media commercial advertisement industry. So it is advertising on internet, which is providing everything like links on sites, or providing with the banner ads on sites, or providing small ads on the sites, so that you can do a pay per click advertising. Advertising means if you knowingly or unknowingly click the particular advertisement which is flashing on the website, that's pay per click advertising, or they will be provided. Next one is the direct advertisement, right? You advertising we provide direct to collected different bases, the sources, direct mail being sent to the targeted customer on the basis of gender or the age group or geographic location or different ways. The last form, the next form is mobile advertisement, right? All are using smartphones nowadays, and you can see that some flashing messages which has been popping up based on your basics of the searches you have already done or related to your what you are advertised on Google or any other platforms, right? Websites. So a flashing video message, video advertisement will be shown in the mobile advertisement. The 11th form of advertisement is the right? So you and or in food, right? Here, brand means on the it is a clip, the movie the Shim2, right? In that a particular scene, they are going to look forward for a right. In background you can see the name of the shop which is being flashing, right? That is called as covered advertising. Also, you can look at the scene in which Hrithik Roshan is sitting and side by you can see the product of Cadbury Bonvita, right? So this is a unique kind of advertisement. They are not really telling on any message regarding that, but they are flashing the product or a particular brand within a particular entertainment channel or the show or a sports event. You can see the sponsors will be providing flexes or they are providing the t-shirts or the jersey of the particular sports event. So by that they are automatically advertising their product. That is called as covered advertising. Next one is celebrity advertisements, right? Famous celebrities are being hired for advertisement by companies and by using the product, the customers feel themselves like they are of those of celebrities. So, for example, I have provided this boost, right? When Sachin Tendulkar is hitting and he's advertising like the boost is the secret of my energy, right? Automatically what the audience perceives is that he is playing cricket very well because he is drinking boost, right? So that is like a so even if I drink boost I can also play like him, right? That is a kind of a message they are providing, and the customers also feel themselves like celebrities. Even some social relevant advertisement is also being provided. For example, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan was providing advertisement for the pulse polio drops, right? Do boon zindagi ki was a tagline which is being used by Amitabh Bachchan. So 2 drops to life. That was which is also very very important. So celebrities are advertising and providing the message so that the public will be accepting it in the really good basis. Next kind of advertising is the informative advertisement. Right here, the advertisement is being provided, which has an aim to create a brand awareness of providing information of the product. Right. So the product just to create awareness about the product. Such and such brand is being provided for the company. Such a brand has been introduced to the market, or to provide detailed information of the product. Informative advertisements are used. Next is persuasive advertisement, right? This is like creating a liking or preference and purchase of a product or service, right? If you have an advertisement, for example, for McDonald's, it's like a Happy Meal, right? Happy Meal is the most preferably purchased kind of kind of McDonald's. That is a combination. It is automatically advertisement is created. different is the particular product is provided. Next is reminder advertising. Right? Reminder advertisement is just repeat use of product. That product you have already seen the advertisement of the product, and in spite you have already sometimes maybe purchased that product. But when an advertisement is provided, it is automatically stimulating a repeated purchase of the product or services. For example, already you have seen an advertisement, but a flash on a bus stop or a printed on a mall, you see the advertisement of a particular, for example, Coca-Cola. What is it? You are reminded of the taste of the choice of drink, right? So that it is stimulating you to purchase the particular advertisement. After making purchase, 10 instruments. We feel that, oh, I could have not, right? I may be the other brand, feel that the choice was not that right, right? So you can have a negative feeling over it. So that tagline has been, this is the best that have in the market. So that is it. Advertising, that first webinar, and second term which is being coined out is ethics. Right? So ethics is just like a like Sir said, it is a kind of its character or disposition, which is so why we need to learn? This is basically the moral governing. So the term is being derived from the Greek word ethos. So what is the dilemma which is being covered under ethics? So basically it covers few things like how to live a good life, or how our rights and responsibilities are, what are the things we need to do, what is language, right and wrong, what is a moral decision, what is bad, right? So advertising ethics is a term which is being coined webinar, right? Advertising ethics means it is a set of well-defined principles which is governing the ways of communication which is taking place between the seller and so advertising is like communication between buyer and the seller. Ethics is well-defined principles or moral values which is deciding the actions and decisions of an individual or a group, right? So advertisement is very relevant because everything which is ethical cannot be followed, right? And it is not essentially just like law or regulation, it is not being written down. These are the set of rules or principles, and ethics can also be universal or related, right? There are universal principles, so or there are relativism also existing. That is, what is right in this perspective is not right in a different culture, right? So it is like changing from place to place, from the culture to culture, from person to person. So not all the issues can be regulated. That is basically because of which just like law and regulation, ethics is not being well defined. So why should the advertiser consider it? Here, that is basically because the marketing or promotion action may takes place based on the ethics. Why should the marketers decide the appropriateness of their action? That is because of because if we are involving something which is not ethical to that particular society, then there can happen things like they are the audience or the particular customer which is belonging to a particular culture, their feelings, emotions can be hurt. So a principle which is the so very you know, very huge business activity, and any lapse in the ethics is often risky for the company. So the marketers must knowingly do not harm any audience, or they should not carry out any actions which is harming the particular emotions or when they are carrying out their selling responsibility. So they should always embrace the market values, right? So the marketplace values can be like telling truth, providing genuine services to the customers, the avoidance of practices which is acclaimed to be unfair, and adherence to the open or honest communication with the clients. These are the things which is popping up in ethics. There are certain issues also which is related to advertising. Some common things are vulgarity, obscenity to gain the customer's attention, or misleading the information, or deception which is related to the customer, or the puffery which is being provided, or the stereotypes, or the racial issues, or selling of a controversial products like alcohol or tobacco. Right? We can see what are each kind of different ethical issues which is existing in advertisement. First one is deceptive advertisement. How deceptive advertisement is an ethical issue? That is basically, I will say what is deceptive advertising. That is providing advertisement which is intended to mislead the consumer by making false claims or by failure to make full disclosure about the product, or by both. Right? That is called as deceptive advertisement. Here the marketer or the advertisement intends to make the audience believe what he or she knows is false by intentional acts. Right? For example, we can see the advertisement of Vaseline body lotion. Right? So here they have mentioned that the minerals that make the skin 4 times fairer instantly. Right? The audience already know that, the people already know that none of the moisturizer can or minerals can involved in that can make your skin 4 times fairer. But still they are making the audience believe that what they believe is false. So providing advertising in such manner not ethical. And also the media or intermediaries who are communicating the false message of the advertisement to an audience who is very, very vulnerable to deception, who lacks the capability to recognize it's deceptive advertisement. That they are about they are the advertisement. So advertisement you can have involved on fruit or the school, but then you it, you get the rice or chocolate mixed along with it. So that is called as deceptive advertisement. Next is exaggeration. Right? Exaggeration means the advertisers will make false claims about the products in the ads. The advertisers will be puffing up a product to make it seem like it is more than what it is. For example, the advertisement of Axe ad is a men's deodorant. Right? It shows that the angels will be falling from the sky after smelling the deodorant. Right? The tagline was, even angels will fall. Right? If you have seen the advertisement, you can see that they are making a unnecessary exaggeration. That is, if you are using the particular deodorant, angels will be falling. It is like a tall claim, right? And similar as provided by Fevikwik, right? Coming with a rod, and he is dropping the Fevikwik drops on the rod, and he is putting the rod under water, and the fish is sticking to it, right? Which is a tall claim, right? It is like exaggerating what is reality. It is not working. If you put a Fevikwik on rod, it will be sticking along with the rod alone. If you put under water, it will not be sticking with anything. That is like exaggerating things. That is also ethically not correct. Next is puffery. Puffery is legal term which is being referred to as promotional statements and claims that express subjective rather than objective view. That is, no reasonable person would take it literally. Right? Even if you are very, very aware about a lot of things, but still, in spite of that, a puffery is being used to deceive the customer. That is, for example, if you look at the picture of the burgers is being provided for fast chain restaurants, like for example KFC, McDonald's, right? If you look at the pictures from which you make the order, you can see the size of the burger is very, very huge, which is having meat, vegetables and mix of things, but it is a huge one. But when you similar to that is in advertisement when we see that we are forward for ice cream, right? So ice cream, it is you can see each of the scoop is being very beautifully kept, right? But when you purchase ice cream and take the scoop, it will be melted very soon, right? That is basically because in advertisement, mashed potatoes or meatballs are being used for advertisement. That is basically, that is like puffing up. Originally it is different, but you are puffing up and saying that this will be much better, right? So it is like you are providing a promotional statement. In reality, it is not so. That is called as puffery. Next one is unhealthy brand comparison. Okay? Some advertisers may be engaging in brand comparisons that may confuse the customers about the right choice of product. Right? For example, you can look at the advertisement. Picture here. Flipkart, OLX, Snapdeal, and Amazon have provided different kinds of advertisement. And different taglines have been provided here. Nahi kharida, acha kiya. If you haven't purchased yet, it is good because you can purchase from Flipkart. That acha kiya is good. Before purchasing it, like on Amazon, kahin mila, yahan mila. That get will get. It is like an unhealthy brand pattern which is being done. Or company will be delivering entertaining message about product and compare the product with similar products. That is, if we list the fact about the product and make claims about the product, which can be proved or not. For example, five in the advertisement or Pepsodent and Colgate, right? It is like unhealthy brand comparison. Pepsodent was claiming that better strong with 130% germ attack power. Or advertisement by comparison advertisement which is mentioning that it has a superior quality at a lower price than area. Right? That's unethical. Next is surrogate advertising. Surrogate advertising to promote like so it is a process of alcohol which are prohibited in Asian countries. So several countries advertise, so they will be making advertising with the same brand indirectly and to the cigarettes of the same brand. For example, if you look at here, the Royal Challenge, an Indian whiskey brand, advertising their brand through their sports drink. Is posting the Royal Challenge, the team, Royal Challenge. Also, you can see about for example, this cigarette that same is used with lifestyle. It is textile. Next, if you look, can you see the Kingfisher? The same name is used for the Kingfisher Airline. Next is the which is being used in children. The use of advertisements with children is always arguable, right? For products which doesn't wanted to include children also is being considered here. The advertisers will be using children not only to promote the products which is especially for children, but also use those ads where they are not required. Right? Kids are considered as a strong influence over the decision-making by parents. Earlier, only the adults was used in the advertisements, but now most of the decision making is basically done with the kids' choice in the family. So not only this, the children are considered as most susceptible target audience and are not able to differentiate between the fantasies and realities. So if you look at the advertisement surfaces, right? Daag acha hai. You have heard
On the
that tag,
slide,
right?
slides are not
Sarah,
visible, I think so. Slides.
it's not visible.
It's okay. Now it's okay. Now okay.
Okay.
Okay now.
Okay. So children are being used in, for example, if you look at the pictures, the children are being used for example, in the pure soap ad, right? You have seen that. A few children are coming with for a music band, and they are looking forward for their right. So that is you use yours. So for that, there is no necessity to involve children in this particular ad, but still they are being used. And if you look at the Sephora or Fortune sunflower oil ad, right? The necessity, you can see in the round picture that the child is carrying that particular oil. There's no necessity to children in the particular picture, but still they are being added. That's because of the nature they can be automatically related to the particular family, right? Advertisement which always buys a burger, right? Which is like it is also unethical. It's or advertisement days for one of the young customers in the business, in which you can see that a 7, right? This kind of using children advertisement is also an issue. Next one is create desire for unnecessary products. So advertisement which is creating a side desire are created so firms can use it to all their output. Right? For example, an offer which is being added with Flipkart. Already all of you have 80 billion days was.
Not audible, ma'am.
Just a second. The slide is not. Just a second. Is it visible now?
No, ma'am. Yeah, now it is visible, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. So, the question regarding ethical issues, which is driving desire for unnecessary products. Even if you don't want a particular product, or the advertisement is desire, you automatically cash you automatically absorb output what they desire. Even if you don't want to purchase a smartphone or a tab or a camera, but if you look at the offer which has been provided, offers a 9% off on big billion days which has been provided, automatically if you don't, just because it's being available at discounted price, you automatically buy that particular product. That is called as psychic, which is being psychic being created for the customers. And if you look at the picture of the a movie poster of Pirates of the Caribbean, right? All of you might have seen the movie, but if you look at the poster or the picture, if you look, you can see that it is a poster. You have a skull structure. Look at that. You think it's a normal picture, automatically it is creating a psychic desire. This kind of psychic desire is happening. The shape of a cartoon which you have seen in your childhood. If you look at the other thing, you can see the shape of the picture which is next to it. It is similar to the shape of a picture cartoon which is Mickey Mouse. Right? So if you look at the skull and the shape of particular thing, it is automatically in a psychic desire to automatically view that particular movie. So any symbols or offers which is automatically creating a drive for an unnecessary product, it is also an ethical issue. Next one is the involvement of a dangerous stunt. Right? For example, for Mountain Dew or for Red Bull or for Thumbs Up, they in the advertisement they show dangerous stunt. They say that कुछ तूफानी करते हैं और like डर के आगे जीत है, and they are doing dangerous stunts which might be imitated by the audience just by drinking do anything. Right? This is this can be very impacting in the minds of young children when they look at the advertisement. It is obviously creating a danger to the children. Earlier we have seen in earlier days that when Shaktiman was introduced, Shaktiman was a television serial, but when Shaktiman was introduced, in those days there was a child who went up to the building and jumped from the building so that Shaktiman will help him or save him. That is a kind of a weird feeling in the minds of the children. So that is because which is ethical issue. Now dangerous can go to the ethical issue. Next one is the usage of sex appeal in the advertisement. Women are generally as a increasing popular trend in the ad, right? Representing women in such a way which devalues the woman's image and the objective is to enter or attract the mind of the viewers to targeting, right? So, for example, the advertisement of Kellogg's Special K conflicts, right? The look that makes him look again. It is an unnecessary representation of a woman. The Myntra symbol or the Myntra's trademark was usually or the old symbol is being woman's legs, right? So it is portraying in a different manner. So then after the logo to the new one, or it's being portrayed as the child at girl want active tree Nivea for men shampoo was being provided. And the tagline was the same. Advertisement of ads get girls by using the particular right. So it's all are portraying sex which is not basically. Next one is seductive advertisement. In some cultures, seductive advertisement is considered as very, very unethical, but some companies are using their technique to sell the product. For example, the advertisement of mango slice, right? Sliced mango juice. They are using such in a case as a seductive girl who is eating a mango, but it is a kind of represented in such a manner that it is very, very seductive. Or the wild stone deodorant which is being representing Diamarza as the resembling the nude and showing the picture of a woman even if the product is not meant for women. Next one is a concealment of facts. Right? Most of the advertisers conceal the most important information that is unflattering. That is, they will be only presenting the brighter side of the story. Right? They will be ignoring or mentioning only those facts which are wanted for the product and less desirable facts will be hidden. Right? Concealment of facts is a really severe ethical concern because when consumers are deprived of the knowledge about the product, their choices will be distorted. For example, if you look at the information provided by the Diet Coke, we already know that Coke is a drink which has the largest number of sugar content, right? But when you look at the nutritional facts of the Diet Coke provided, right, they have mentioned that it's 0 calories, right? But if you look at the total of the information provided, 100% information is not provided. Only it is mentioning 1% of sodium is involved. The 100% of the nutrition facts should be always provided. So this is called as concealment of fact. Next one is manipulate advertise which the emotion, right? Using different kind of emotion to make the product sell. For example, if you look at the insurance company's advertisement of LIC, right? Insure and be secure. That is the tagline which is being provided for that. That is automatically providing that if you want your family to be secure, you need to take the insurance, right? Or the advertisement of Tata Salt, right? Desh Ka Namak. It is automatically create a patriotic feeling in the minds of the people, right? Desh Ka Namak means it is the salt of the country. So you need to order this salt on to save a nation or you belong to this nation. right? Or the advertisement which is provided the Horlicks, taller, stronger, sharper. If you don't drink Horlicks, you cannot be more taller or stronger or sharper, right? This is a kind of marketing or advertisement provided by Starbucks coffee. That is like drink coffee or we break your legs. That is creating a kind of fear, right? If you do not drink it, you will not be. It is kind of creating a kind of a danger in the minds of the people. So these are all are manipulative ads, which is also an ethical issue. Next is the glorification of the glamorous looks, right? Especially in case of women, right? If you are a particular kind of skin tone, or if you have to be in particular kind of a size or shape, which is being glorified advertisement. This is also an ethical issue. For example, if you look at the case, right, in the 2 weeks, right, just to make that woman has to be in a particular fair, right, showing that a particular kind of skin tone is being glorified in that. Subliminal messages. Subliminal messages are auditory stimuli that our conscious mind cannot perceive, right? Which is inserted in the media through TV commercials or songs. This kind of thing to stress the advertisement or convey message which is all different. Right? For example, if you look at the advertisement of burger, right? If you look at the burger, you can see in the picture it's a burger, right? 99 cents is being provided. 99 was the number in the site, right? Look at the picture, you can see that it is only providing the burger and you have some leaves inside it. But if you look closely at the leaves, right, it's a picture of a dog. Right? So it is automatically saying that that is the highest paid kind of meal that everyone will be choosing. So it is having the people will be thinking that it is a leaf or a little bean, but actually it is the most preferred meal. And the other advertisement, the Amazon.com. You have already seen the logo of Amazon.com. If you look closely, very closely, you can see that there is an arrow from A to Z. Amazon.com. Mentioning that products are available on the website. Right? So these are the subliminal messages, which is altogether depicting a different message than what we see. Right? Next one is misleading claims. Misleading claims is the company will be claiming false things regarding the quality, style, history of a product or service, or many companies are forced to withdraw their ad because of their misleading information. For example, the product which is being showcased by the earlier for babies, right? They provide an advertisement that it can replace the mother's milk, woman, right? But ACCI asked them to withdraw their such ads and later on reintroduce their product as Nestle Lactogen with an important notice under the packet mentioning that mother's milk is the best for your baby. So you cannot replace the mother's milk. So that is a kind of a misleading claim. Otherwise, they will be mentioning. If you look at the other advertisement in the picture, right? Surya lights, right? The tagline of that particular light is Delta Hijai, which means guiding light. In the next picture, you can see that it lasts only up to 5 years. So it is only providing. It will be only providing light. So it will be for 5 years. But in the tagline, it is saying that it will be non-enlightening. So that so that that is also issue. Next is the whistle claim. Right? Whistle is a word which is a more that gives the claim the word. So whistle wordings are being meaningful or meaningless verb after this is generally used the it helps or it is verbally looking like or words or practice like instead of the being which says that it's adverb which means that it is practically it might not be working just like what it is mentioning. So you cannot ask for a claim. Right? Practically, if you look into, but if you use claim word or a modifier of the practically, which cannot be further claimed. Next one is the misrepresentation. Misrepresentation means giving misleading information about the ads to convince the customers to buy the product. Here the Airtel's 4G claims that the fastest network, and if your network is faster, we will pay your mobile bills for the life. That was the misleading information or misrepresentation which is being done by the Airtel's 4G advertisement. It was further given a notice to withdraw the ad by an ASCI. Right? Next one is the involvement of false statistics. So some advertisers will be using false statistics to substantiate the superiority of their product. For example, the Garnier's ad claimed that their face wash removed 99.9% of the pimple-causing germs, right? Which is a false statistics. You have seen the similar kind of advertisement in Harpic or any other germ-killing thing, right? So that is a false claim that 99% of pimple-causing germs cannot be killed. So glorifying the false statistics or substantiating that it is a superior quality of product is a bad or ethical thing. Then the representation of stereotypes. Right? A stereotype is the representation of a group that emphasizes a group of traits that may communicate an accurate representation of a group. So stereotypes are helpful and helps in communication by using symbolic words or meanings, but stereotypes can be sometimes negative or exaggerated. For example, if you look at the advertisement of Vim, right? Vim, the advertisement, if you have seen, you can see a woman who is cleaning her dishes, right? So if you use Vim, you can do the dishes in very faster manner. This means I do have extra time to look for the career. Right? That was the stereotypical thought which was being proclaimed by Vim. So there are also advertisements which is breaking the stereotype. For example, it is not an ethical thing, but it is a kind of a need to appreciate areas for which advertise that why should laundry be a mother's job, or are we teaching our right? We need to share the load of work at home. So household chores is not only for women was being portrayed. So that stereotypical thought has been break down by such kind of companies, right? Also the advertisement of hero pleasure, the scooty, why should boys have all the fun, right? These all are very, very known to you, so I'm not going in detail to that. The last one is which is advertisers will be planned for their strict customers. So that, for example, if you look at the media modulation, which claim that its regular usage will significantly reduce the body size. Later on, they had to make a settlement for the misleading ad and had to stop the production of that particular biofilm complex product. Okay, you can see the famous Indulega white soap. Right? That kind of dialogue which is being provided by Mammootty. Right? But it was a case was filed against him also. But it is like a total lie. getting us using the particular. Different kinds. So can reputation be checked by anybody? Yes, Indian advertising agencies are existing to control or to have a check over the ethical advertising agencies of India and Advertising Council of India have been established to look over the advertisement. So AFCI is a self-regulatory organization which is making the advertisers or advertisements to be truthful and not offensive or not hazardous to society or have a providing us guidelines to ensure the truth or the claims which is misleading provided. Also ensure that they are not offensive to generally accepted standards of public decency. Also to safeguard against the indiscriminate usage of advertisement for the promotion of products which are regarded as hazardous to society or to individuals to an degree or of a type which is unacceptable to the society in large, or to ensure the advertisement which observes fairness in competition so that consumers need to be informed of the choices in the marketplace and generally accepted competitive behavior in business are both served. Right? These are the guidelines which is being provided, and ACA is the council which is towards there is advertising ethics. Thank you for all of you. If you have any questions, it will be good. Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this informative and valuable session. On behalf of the Bharat Mata family and especially Department of Management, I express my sincere gratitude to our resource person, Dr. C.V. Lolitha, for presenting this webinar on advertising ethics. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So this concludes the webinar. Thank you all for attending this session. We hope you have learned and enjoyed this presentation. Thank you all.
Okay.